What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of Married to Medicine, Season 11, Episode 14, you guys. All right. Now, before we get into today's review, y'all know I gotta let y'all know because we're very excited. It's a new era, honey. It's a brand new era. The Whether You Like It or Not panel will be starting again right here on Scotty by Nature TV at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's the brand new era, the brand new season, honey. It stars me, T, Ya, Really B, all right, and Sakina. We have Josiah returning as a full-time panelist once again, and we have Busy Blue now in a full-time role, honey. So be sure to tune in tonight at 8:30 p.m. as we review Real Housewives of Atlanta, okay? So that's pretty much the basis of that. I don't have any more church announcements for none of you all right about now. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the tea, honey. So let's go ahead and talk about Miss Married to Medicine, child. So Jackie and Simone, they meet up, and Jackie tells Simone that I went to go see Phaedra. I went over there and I talked to her. And Phaedra wrote the check that we thought that our ass couldn't cash. So she wrote the check pretty much. So that pretty much puts an end to all that other shit that everybody else was saying about her. You know what I'm saying? That just puts the end to that. And so Jackie said, so the $100,000, situation is over with. That whole conversation is over with now. So Jackie says that Phaedra says that she's no longer coming around the group because inviting Apollo to this trip was way too much for her. But Simone is very surprised by this, and she's not understanding why was it so much for her, because she says, well, why is this so much for her when she invited Apollo to New York? And what she means by the New York shit is that she invited him to the reunion. So why is this too much for you at this particular point? Why is it too much at this point? Why is it too much? Like, you invited him to the reunion, so why are you feeling away? And I totally understand that, like, completely. Apollo, according to Jackie, Apollo gets upset when he sees Phaedra with another man. And so Simone says, well, Phaedra is partially to blame for the pickle that she's in. I mean, she sat up there with Heavily on the phone saying that she did not mind, Apollo coming. So she knew that Apollo pretty much gets upset when he sees her with other men. So she chose to invite Sheck, and then, knowing that Apollo was coming. So she's kind of partially to blame for what drama she's in when it come down to Apollo. And if you want me to be honest, I hate to say it, but I kind of am on Simone's side when it come down to that, because Phaedra be knowing what the fuck she doing. Like, I know that y'all love Phaedra. I get it. Y'all love Phaedra. She could do no wrong. I understand it. But y'all need to stop being blind to the phony ass shade that she likes to throw and all this other shit that she be liking to do. Like, y'all gotta stop. The lady is phony. She know what she be doing. She know exactly what she be saying, and she knows what she does. She does things in a very subliminal, very subtle way. She know what the hell she be doing, child. She know, and y'all know too. So let's not act like y'all don't understand. Um, let's see. Simone wants to know, how can they move forward as a group due to this whole thing with G and King. G did already press charges against King, basically saying that he was attacked by King, and he may have to pay a fine. King may have to pay a fine, or might have to do like 40 days in jail and all this other stuff. So how are we supposed to move forward when don't nobody want to be around nobody? And Dr. Jackie don't know how they're gonna move forward. But then Simone said, well, it was brought to my attention that Dr. Jeter did a song. And Dr. Jacob was like, oh, no, he didn't. And then she was like, oh, yes, he did. He did a song. They played that song. I immediately got nauseated. I'm like, baby, why are you doing songs? Like, last week, I skipped right through that damn song because I didn't want to hear it, because it was just as cringeworthy as that damn, as him doing push-ups saying Letitia, 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 Letitia. Like, and I like Sweet Tea. Y'all know that. But Dr. G is corny as a mother. I've always thought that he was corny as a mother. So I can't with him. But at the end of the day, honey, nah. Somebody gotta go. Two people gotta go, because it don't look like they can move forward. It's between Dr. G and Sweet Tea or Quad and King. Which one is more valuable to this show? So we're going to move on to Contessa and Heavenly. Now, this is something that we never thought that we would see. Contessa and Dr. Heavenly sitting down, having lunch and breaking bread with each other so they can sit down and talk about their issues. Now they both agree that it's gonna take them some time to really get back into the place that they used to be, but they just want to start fresh and really try to get on a better point. Dr. Heavenly says that they both played a part in why their relationship ended, and she wants Contessa to admit that she also did wrong. Dr. Heavenly, you are the primary cause of your relationship with Contessa falling apart because she did not like the fact that you got your ass on your YouTube lives and started talking shit about her and her goddamn marriage. And you cannot tell me that you don't understand that, because the moment somebody says anything about Dr. Damon, your ass ready to fight. Can nobody even say the words Dr. Damon without you being ready to fight? So I'm gonna need for you to stop acting like you don't get why this woman don't want to fuck with you like that. She got many reasons as to why she don't want to fuck with you like that, and you've given her the reasons as to why she don't want to fuck with you like that. You know what it's giving, Dr. Heavenly. Why you be acting stupid? You know what it's giving. She didn't like you because of the shit that you said on your YouTube channel. And y'all supposed to be friends, and she's confiding in you. And I get that fans are asking questions, but you got to realize if y'all are really, really friends like that, then you should know that there should not be any there shouldn't be any means or any reason for you to go up there and do that if y'all supposed to be friends. I would never do that to my friends. I don't give a fuck if we're all public figures or semi-public figures. I would never do that. There's some shit I would not even answer because I know that it would make my friend feel some type of way. But see, Dr. Heavenly don't know how to be no motherfucking friend, in my opinion. And she feels like her being a friend, I mean, she say, well, we got to be honest. If I'm going to be your friend, then I got to be honest with you. And you being honest with someone as a friend is not the issue. The disrespect is the motherfucking issue, and you act like you don't understand it. You don't understand the motherfucking issue being disrespect until somebody gives you the disrespect right the back. That's the reason why you don't motherfucking understand it. But you want her to own up to her wrongdoing, but you will own up to your wrong shit and go right back and do the same wrong shit again. This is why I don't understand why anybody want to be friends with you. But whatever. Okay. Contessa wants Heavenly to know that she hurt her. And that's it. But Heavenly will not acknowledge the fact that she definitely hurt Dr. Contessa when she did the shit that she was doing on the internet. You hurt that lady. So why can't you own that shit? Everybody else may allow you to say and do whatever the fuck you want to do, and then we can move on. But everybody's not like that, and everybody not going for that shit, Dr. Heavenly. Own up to the fact that you hurt that lady. Own up to that, girl. Own up to the fact that you hurt that lady feelings. Own up to the fact that you make that lady feel some type of way about what you said about her husband, and move the fuck on. Because when Mariah said that she had receipts, do you need me to bring the receipts, baby girl? Because I got receipts with me. You know I got it. When she said all that, you was pissed and couldn't get over it. So why is it that you feel like you can say whatever you want to say about everybody else's husband and whatever they got going on in their marriage? You feel like you can say and do whatever the you want to do, and it's supposed to be fine, and don't nobody's supposed to have no issue with it. You got everybody fucked up, and you got me fucked up if that's the type of time you want, Dr. Heavenly. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being honest with you. Period. Um, Let me see. So then they feel like they want to get to know each other based on where they are currently. Understood. Heavenly hopes that they can move forward in their relationship after this conversation. Contessa wants to move forward as well. So then when it comes down to her diabetes event, Contessa says that she wants to invite everybody. She don't have time to be picking and choosing who she wants to invite. Dr. Heavenly doesn't think that that's a good idea. Dr. G pressed charges against King. So therefore, Dr. G don't need to be around, is what Heavenly is saying. But Dr. Contessa said, I'm inviting everybody. So at this particular point, I'm not going to sit up here and play these little childish ass games with none of you hoes. You can pick a side if you want to, but I'm not picking a motherfucking thing. That's up to y'all to pick a goddamn side. I ain't picking shit. And if you want me to be honest, and if you want me to be real, I'm team Contessa. Because like I said, I got people that don't like each other all day. And if I'm having something for my birthday, because 9 times out of 10 is what I'm doing, I'm inviting everybody. And I'm going to let the person know, okay, I invited that person, So it's up to you on whether or not you want to be around them. And if they don't want to come because they there, and that's fine. So we can move on. So we get into Toya and Eugene, and I think I always say that I feel like they probably the realest couple on this bitch, because they always keep it 100. They always seem like they really enjoying each other, and they just real to me. I just like Toya and Eugene as a unit. But Toya says that she had a conversation with Sweet Tea, and she wants Sweet Tea to take some accountability for what has went down in this situation. Um, I don't know what accountability you want Sweet Tea to take. Like, I feel like they keep on throwing out this accountability word and they don't know what the fuck that damn word means. What the fuck are we holding her accountable for? That's what I'm trying to understand. I get that y'all don't want to pick a side and y'all don't want to make it look like y'all one-sided, but in this case, I don't give a fuck how it looks. She don't really owe nobody no explanations or no apology. She didn't do anything but stand up for herself and for her fucking man. At the end of the day, nobody is motherfucking, no one is innocent. Quad was being petty. And Quad felt some kind of way from the start because they brought Sweet Tea on this damn show. And to be honest, she got every right to feel that way, like feeling ambushed, like y'all bring this lady on this show. Y'all, all my so-called friends pretty much wanted her to be in this situation. And then y'all kick me out the situation so she can be in the situation. That's some fraud ass shit. And I do understand, but girl, what more do you want? I don't understand what the fuck Sweet Tea needed to take accountability for. She wasn't doing nothing but looking out for herself and for her damn man. Eugene says that Sweet Tea and Dr. G feels like they are taking sides because at one point in time last year, we was not cool with Quiet. We didn't have her back. We wasn't on her side. We had a whole lot of stuff going on with Quiet last year, in which they did. They was just coming off of season 9. Well, Quad set her ass up there, her potato head ass up there, Mr. Potato Head looking ass up there, and said that Toya was, was the one who was behind that damn robbery that happened to Anila, and stood firm on that shit. No, they wasn't cool. So yeah, and Toya was right there with Sweet Tea, bringing her into the group, wanting everybody to respect her, wanting Sweet Tea to go after Quad on her behalf. But now it looks like y'all cool with Quad now, so y'all picking sides. Don't nobody need to pick no sides in this situation. Invite motherfuckers to everything y'all have, and if motherfuckers don't want to come, then they just don't. Like, what? If there's nothing else to talk about, there's nothing else to fucking discuss at this point. I'm just being real, y'all. I don't understand what more we need to talk about or discuss at this particular point. And I get sick of seeing shows like this where grown ass people feel the need to feel like they gotta pick a side. You ain't gotta pick a goddamn thing. Do you? Is what I say. Do you? Because I'm not picking on goddamn sides. If I really feel like there's no side to choose, then I'm not picking one. And there is no side to choose in this. Everybody got they wrong in this. So King and Quad, they're at Quad's house. Quad said, well, I decided to have us have an impromptu date outside by the jacuzzi. So if you must, can you please change to some swim trunks and meet me outside? Which I was fine with that. Anything to see King half naked is fine with me. I'm just being honest. They talk about moving in, and King doesn't see himself moving into Quad's house. And she's all surprised by that. And she's saying that this house is a special thing for her because this is the first house that she purchased all by herself. I think they both have points here. Don't no man, and I got to be honest, don't no man want to move in the house of another woman. They would rather move into a house where they both purchase. A woman don't mind moving into a house with a man, where a man got his own place and a woman move in. She don't mind. But men have this ego about themselves that, no, I'm not moving in no house that you got. You own this house. I ain't moving in this shit. Like, if I'm being honest, men do have that type of ego. They don't want to do that. They don't want to move in the house where the woman owns it. They don't. They're going to feel like the woman got too much control. And yeah, if you think I'm lying, then you crazy, because I'm not lying. Y'all know I'm not. He would rather them purchase the home together. Quad doesn't really see, the need to do all that, but he says that he's just glad that they could have that type of conversation. At least they could talk about it, So we're gonna go ahead and get into Simone and Cecil, okay? So they check in on the boys. They see that nothing has changed. The house is still filthy, still nasty. They want them to follow the damn rules, or they're gonna bring their ass back home, and they discuss budgeting. That's it. So now we go into the diabetes awareness event. Okay, that's what we're getting into now. And Quad and Heavenly make it clear that they don't want to be around Dr. G nor Sweet Tea. Contessa says that it's a struggle for Sweet Tea. She's coming to this group. She really ain't got nobody on her team, really ain't got nobody on her side. She feels ganged up on. And, it's hard for her. And I agree with Contessa. I don't care. I agree with Contessa. It got to be hard for her to be going through this shit. Like, she's in this group. These people convinced her to be a part of this group. And now that she's in it, they act like they don't want to fuck with her like that. So it's hard. But Contessa said that there should also be some sympathy for Quad, because Quad was in this group. They tried to vote her out. They put Sweet Tea all up in her face, as well as Dr. G all up in her face. So yeah, there should be some empathy on her end as well. Quad says, my safety net has been removed. I can't even bring King around. So she can have her safety net, but I can't have mine. So therefore, I don't want to come around if they're around. I mean, I can't say that I blame Quad. It's a catch-22. Everybody got a point. I can't say that I blame Quad for that. Y'all, Dr. G already act like he'll do something to me. So I don't want to be around him if my man not around. It's not going to be a good situation. And I get it. I'm sorry, but I do. Let's see what else is going on. Contessa says that it's not fair to mistreat neither party in this situation. It's not fair to mistreat Quad. It's not fair to mistreat Sweet Tea. It's not fair to mistreat King. It is not fair to mistreat Dr. G. I understand where Contessa coming from. Contessa seen it from from a bigger spectrum, a different picture that nobody else is willing to do. So I get exactly what she's saying, most definitely. Contessa says that Dr. Heavenly is negative, and she is. Dr. Scott says that he's been talking to Greg, and he says that he pressed charges. Dr. Damon says that they don't need to be enemies, and he feels like King wasn't doing nothing but defending Quad at this particular point. He didn't really do anything wrong. He was just defending Quad. So that's when Steve said, I spoke to King, and King is willing to have a conversation just to move forward. And then Curtis thinks that it's Greg's fault, because he played a part in the situation from the very beginning. I agree with that. I don't know if it's all the way his fault, but Greg did play a part in this situation and how it got so volatile, and he's acting like he's a victim. No, you're not. You played a part in this. Let's not act like you're a complete victim in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Damon says that they have a choice. It got to be between one of them got to go. And then Curtis thinks that Curtis says there's no reason for the law to be involved. If there's an issue amongst the group, us as men, we should be able to discuss that issue and move on. I agree. Then we get into, as they're talking about it, Sweet Tea and Dr. G arrives. And then Contessa tells Quad and Heavenly, well, I don't want you to ever feel like you can't be comfortable in this group. But I'm just going to let you know now that Sweet Tea and Dr. G are on their way. And then Quad said, well, I'm ready to go. Come on, Dr. Heavenly, let's go. I'm not going to be around her. Let's go. So then they leave. Contessa wants to make sure that Sweet Tea feels safe. Mimi wants to know what is it that Sweet Tea wants from the group, because when she met up with Sweet Tea, she really wasn't sure. Steve asks Greg if he's willing to drop the charges. Greg says, I'm not willing to be disrespected. So that's when Steve says, so basically that's a no. And I'm like, yeah, Steve, it's a no. This nigga not finna drop no charges. He wants to say, I'm not willing to be disrespected as a way to further keep his shit going. You feel what I'm saying? Absolutely not. You no. He not dropping them damn charges, child. Dr. G says he feels disrespected. Sweet Tea feels like, I'm new to this situation. I'm new to this group. I don't know what more y'all want from me. Jackie says, well, what we're trying to do, we're trying to avoid trying to vote who should be around and who shouldn't. We don't really want to do that. And I get what Jackie is saying. They're not trying to do the vote out method, because right now we're on a show. And the fact is, we can't even hold an all cast event. Because if we hold an all cast event, 2 people are not going to be around. There's either going to be Quad and King or Dr. G and fucking Sweet Tea. One of y'all not going to be around. So if it's going to be like that and we can't even have everybody around because 2 sets of people refuse to film with one another, then somebody got to go. And that's just the basis of that. Dr. G says it's not his fault that y'all got to choose, and I just feel like the guys don't have my back. They don't have your back because they feel like you are just as culpable as King is. Like, as much as you want to portray yourself to be the long victim in this, you did some shit too, just like King has, but you're the one who went to the police. Nobody's perfect. Nope. Everybody's in the wrong some kind of way, and everybody just needs to just be honest and be willing to make that shit suffice. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, y'all, that's my review for Married to Medicine. I hope you guys enjoyed. And as I said already, be sure to tune in tonight for the Whether You Like It or Not panel right here on Scotty by Nature TV at 8:30 p.m. All right. With that being said, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Instagram and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boy is up out of here, and I will see you guys on the next video. As a matter of fact, the next video that y'all see me on would be the panel. I'll see you guys then. Bye, y'all.